Hey there, Bill Stainton here with Turning Creativity into Money. And I've noticed something about disruptive change. When disruptive change happens, the kind of change that requires an innovative response, when disruptive change happens, organizations tend to find themselves in one of four places. Now, the first place is what I call hibernation. And that's when you kind of dig in. You collect what you need and you kind of burrow in, you go into hibernation hoping it's going to be over soon, right? Thinking, well, this can't last. This is a blip. This isn't gonna last long. And you've seen this with organizations like, oh well, streaming video, come on, nobody's gonna want that. They want to own DVDs, right? Online shopping, come on, that's never gonna last. This whole internet thing is a fad. The pandemic, it'll be over in 2 weeks. Let's just hunker down and wait it out. Okay, the problem is that if the change really is disruptive, if the change really is long-lasting, waiting it out is not your best strategy. So that's hibernation. The next stage I see organizations is what I call animation. That's when you realize that something's different and you've got to respond. And so you go into action. You basically do the same thing you were doing before, but you do it harder and faster. Right? And longer. You just the same thing, but like, here we go. Come on, we gotta get moving. We gotta work. But you're doing the same thing. Things have changed. You're doing the same thing, just longer, harder, and faster. You're in the stage of animation. The next place I see organizations is what I call exploration. When you realize that you can't just do what you did before. Things have fundamentally changed. You've got to do something different. You just don't know what. And so you try everything. It's like, throwing spaghetti against the wall. Does anybody actually do that? Throw spaghetti against the wall? Children do. Okay, sure. But you're trying things one after another. Maybe this will work. Boom. That didn't work. How about this? Boom. And you're kind of all over the place with this. I mean, you're in the game. You're doing something. You can feel good about that. But nothing's really sticking because you don't really have a game plan. And that brings us to the fourth stage. So we have hibernation, animation, exploration. The fourth stage is game changer. See what I did there? I changed the pattern, right? Hibernation, animation, exploration, game changer. Because it is a game changer. It's different rules. The old patterns aren't working anymore. The organizations that find themselves in game changer realize that, okay, things have fundamentally changed. It's a different game. The old rules no longer apply. Let's invent the new rules. Let's invent the new game. And the organizations that find themselves in game changer are the ones that everybody else looks at. Both the customers and the competition goes like, ooh, okay, wow. They've figured something out. That's the game changer. What does it take to get from one of those other three places to game changer? It takes innovation. It takes seeing the world differently and coming up with new solutions. That's what innovation is all about. And then having a blueprint for implementation of those. That's what exploration is kind of missing. But like having a system, a pattern of figuring out what to do and then actually doing it. That's how you get to be game changer. That's how you get to be an innovator in the business. That's how you get to be one of the cool kids in the business. The one that everybody else looks at and says, ooh, I wish I could be them because they've figured it out. It's all about innovation. That's what it takes. So, where are you? Where do you want to be? Innovation's your ticket to get there. I'm Bill Stainton. I'll be back next time with more thoughts on how you can turn your creativity into money.